Joining me now, the former Democrat State Senate leader who's endorsing Larry Elder, Gloria Romero. Gloria, it's an honor to have you on this program tonight. I have to ask you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Why was education the breaking point for you?
You know, my mother had a 6th grade level of education. I earned a PhD and ultimately chaired the Senate Education Committee. To me, education is a civil rights issue, and especially in California with over 6 million children in the public school system, I take a look at the outcomes, and we find that some 70% of Latino children cannot do math at grade level standards. It's about 80% for African American youth, and that was before the pandemic. And now they're trying to teach our youth that that 2 + 2 doesn't even equal 4. To me, I believe that school choice is what breaks the chains of poverty. And I finally got tired of waiting for governor after governor, legislature after legislature to do something right for especially children of color, but really all children, all families in California. That's why I gravitated to support the recall, and especially Larry Elder.
You know, school choice broke the cycle for me and my family. But I got to ask you, what happens if Gavin Newsom remains the governor?
Well, again, too, what happens is we're going to see same old, same old. Essentially, sadly, and I'm a Democrat, I have personally seen the hostage-taking, the political hostage-taking in Sacramento. I have seen personally, whether it's by the humongous campaign contributions, the outsized influence of how policy is written. Basically, no budget gets decided without the input of the CTA, the California Teachers Association. So what happens is basically it's like Groundhog Day, except when it comes to our school children, it's a very serious negative effect. As a Democrat, I really am disappointed in a Democratic Party that purports to stand for the rights of minorities, of working class communities, and yet it fails on the most important issue for us, education. So I think the schools will be shut down again. We're going to continue to see the captive audience to special interests that run the show in Sacramento. Gavin will be fine. His kids will continue to go to the private school of his choice, but 6 million children, overwhelmingly Latino and African American children, will basically be condemned by zip code to failing schools.
Gloria, you were a leading Democrat. You're still a Democrat. And I'm always wondered this one question, because we saw it in the White House when CDC said it is safe for kids to go back to school. But then there was an email that went out and the teachers union changed that, and Jen Psaki, the press secretary, said, no, actually it's not right. So what happens behind closed doors with the teachers union? Do they send demands out and legislators are expected to go along with it, or they won't get endorsements, or they will fund their opponents? What happens?
Money talks, and the politicians walk. That's really what happens. CTA is the most powerful political force in California. It contributes more to a political war chest than oil, pharmaceuticals, gas combined. And these are not your everyday teachers in a classroom. And we have seen fights that have gone all the way to the Supreme Court to try to break free of those mandatory union dues that basically pay for candidates and issues that rank and file teachers don't support. So it really is the power of money that basically has become a very sour milk in reproducing inequality in California and really much across the nation as well. And that's what this recall to me was about, a chance to break this system. And I found no stronger voice than Larry Elder, who actually has survived that and is an eloquent speaker on the need for school choice.
Thank you, Gloria. I appreciate you joining the program. I know that the Democrat machine is going to be after you. Thank you so much.